Alright guys, here we are at the Bluesman Vintage shop. We're going to do a quick factory tour since everybody's closed and sitting around watching videos at home, so we're going to give you a little sneak peek of where we spend our days. This door over here takes you to our lesson facility where we teach about 60-75 kids a week in there. How to play anything from guitar, bass, drums, piano, voice, violin, ukulele, anything. But we're going to focus on this side today. So we're going to come on in the door. There's our COVID signs. So this is our showroom. This is where you're going to come in. Usually you'll see my wife's smiling face behind there. She greets customers a lot of times. We don't carry a lot of stuff. It's mainly here for Bluesman vintage guitars and accessories that go along with those strings and this and that. Basses. We do carry amps from several companies that we're buddies with. And occasionally we'll get some other pieces in here. Here's some of the old, like early guitars that I built, the Wall of Shame. But we'll get some other things in, like this Johnny Marr Jaguar. We're going to be selling that. Going into the main part of the shop here, that's a really cool old Silvertone. I'm a big Silvertone and Dan Electro fanatic. Like, that was my guitar in high school. This one I had in high school, this model I had in high school, and it was stolen the week of the homecoming game, my senior year. Pretty much 20 years to the day later, one came in and I into the shop and I bought it the same week of the homecoming game. So that was just kind of a cool story. All right, coming into the shop, this is a very important, that is applied. That generally counts me out of the shop. So when we come in, we've got 4 main workstations here, all pretty much identical, but just used for different things. This station is generally incoming instruments and inspection, and we're talking to customers about what we got to do. This is Steven's main bench. This is my main bench. Those are both for assemblies and Bluesman. And this is my daughter, Anna. Say hi, Anna. Hi. She runs the joint. This is the intonation and setup bench. So basically, as they've gone through in and out and around, they're going right back out the door for repairs and things. That's the last bench they'll go to. We've got incoming work here. Incoming work and then completed work. I'm big into storage cabinets. I've got lots of storage drawers, to keep all of my parts organized and lack of parts in some cases, because there's a shortage of hardware across the whole country. This is where in this cabinet, there's bins for guitars. When we're working on someone's guitar, Gunnar Nelson, Mark Slaughter, So if we're working on somebody's guitars at that time, the parts that come off of that guitar go in here, and that way we don't lose things. We try to keep up with the packing station. Let's see, guitars in process. A lot of these are repairs. Some of these are things we're building. Some of these are repairs. We've got guitars hung all along the upper wall there, all the way across. Another rack of them here. That's just freaking guitars are everywhere in this place. I mean, the guitar shop. So here's my toolboxes that keeps all of my, there's luthier tools on this side, and then there's all general tools like sockets and wrenches and things are on that side. There's a radial drill press. We use these because it slides back and forth and it lets us reach the center of a guitar body if we need to. Just a little cheapy vise. We shape nuts and saddles on that thing. This is our Dan Earlywine neck jig. I'm gonna try and not huff and puff while I'm talking and walking, and I'm out of shape. So I'm gonna be wheezing like a fat guy in a tracksuit here in a minute. Anyway, so Dan Earlywine neck jig. This thing is incredible. I'll give Stu Mac credit for putting this thing out because it is awesome. It really makes a difference in the way the guitars play. This bench is set up mainly for fretting and acoustic repairs. That's fret wire right there. Anybody that's not seen a huge roll of fret wire, that's about half the size it was when we first got it. We got this from Gibson a few years ago. I have a vise fetish. I have vices mounted all over the shop. You're going to see them everywhere. 1, 2, 3. I just use the heck out of them. Wood storage. There's body blanks, deck blanks, bodies that are various stages of completion here, some that are junked. Delta dust collector. I've got dust collection ran all the way through the shop to every station. I'll go through that in a minute. We also have distributed air lines. If you see these blue pipes that are running through the whole shop, that's air. I've got air drops all over the place. Every station will have one. So let me go back here. We'll walk through these kind of step by step. So this is a sanding station. Downdraft sanding table. It's got 2 air drops there. You'll see another one of those cool vices. This one here, airdrop on that station. This is a spindle sander, and general like table routing stuff here. We'll do with bench cookies and such. This one is apparently getting a Music Man bridge pickup. So, Grizzly drum sander. If I can get it in there. You'll see the air lines or vacuum dust collection lines running through the whole place. There is router table, with drawers, like bit storage. Oh god, it's a mess. I shouldn't have showed you that. Just various things. Jet planer, 15-inch planer. Here's our Laguna Swift CNC 4x4 table. We got that so that we can do like necks and bodies at the same time without having to re-fixture things. I could have gotten one of the smaller ones, but I have a tool fetish. I can't help it. The dust collector, we set up with a big dust deputy 2-stage deal. Turning back, we got saw stop. Love that thing because I like keeping my fingers intact. This is one of those cool saws that shuts off if you get your fingers in it. Assembly tables, which this is an off feed table or out feed table, and then we use it for assembly and glue ups. Same way with this one. This is like our general glue up station. Got clamps in there, and you'll see body blanks stacked up, 4, 5, 6 high in glues and clamps. And I mounted this roll of craft paper on the end so that we can pull it across the table and catch all the glue. All right, so moving on. I talk so much it's hard to keep my breath. Laguna 14-inch 3-horse bandsaw. I am actually looking to buy another one of these or another smaller one to use a small blade on, because right now I'm having to change blades and it's a pain in the butt. Jet planer or joiner, sorry. Scroll saw. This box just has various clamps and tools and things in it. My Grizzly pin router. We use this for all kinds of different stuff in the shop. Sometimes it's making pick guards. Sometimes it's adding routes to existing guitars. Another one of these big storage drawer things that has, various hardware and bits and things. So, wow. Can you tell we haven't been to the lumberyard? We're lumber poor at the moment. We have none. I gotta go buy some wood. Let's see. Speaking of wood, okay, chop saw station, miter saw station, whatever you want to call it. We set this up with quick stop blocks and things, so we can do repeatable cuts. This is cool. This whole station is built out of, if I can get back far enough to get the whole thing in there, that is built out of the lumber that came from the shipping crate that my CNC machine came in. So when it arrived, I tore the crate all apart and, piled the lumber up like this. And then one day I built a chop saw station out of it. So it didn't cost me anything. It was kind of fun. Oh yeah, in here, This side has its own dust collection. All of my dust collectors I keep on remotes. So you can hear that one just turned on. It's in there. That's a big Laguna unit in here. Let's see if you can. It's a 2-horse Laguna with a dumpable thing, and then my air compressor, which is about to take a dump on me. It's gonna be replaced soon. That one's on a remote there, and then all these stations have their own remotes for turning the dust collector on and off. So that way it saves steps in the shop, you know. Okay, I think that's about it for down here. I talked about air lines and vacuum lines and all that stuff. One of my buffers, I have several. We use that one for metals and plastics. Going upstairs, now this is where we do all of our finish work. Coming up the stairs, as you can see right there, that is a small open face paint booth that we built just for doing sparkles. So if you want a sparkle finish, or something with a heavy metal flake in it, we spray it here so that the sparkles don't contaminate our main paint area. It's just a downdraft box that I built that just catches all the sparkles, so it keeps the rest of the shop clean. Pickup winding. We do wind all of our own pickups here at the shop, so we do use a few other manufacturers too, but we try to do a lot of it ourselves. This is where we do 3D printing and or some pedal work when we're making pedals. We have a few stomp boxes that we build. We'll leave those here. This is all parts for pedals and pickups and things. This flammable box is a drying oven. We'll stick a guitar in there with a heater. If we're trying to force cure the lacquer, that we'll do that in there so that it doesn't, burn the building down. These flammable cabinets are all full of paint supplies. So we're stepping into our paint room now. This is our newish paint booth. It's like a 10 by 8 by 10 or something like that. I don't remember. But that's our new one. I built this cool thing. Check this out. You can spin the guitar this way when you're painting, but you can also spin it all the way around that way. So that's kind of cool. That way you can get to every aspect of what you need to do in that, and it's just mounted with deck flanges. That's where we hang Gibson guitars. Maybe I should make that a noose instead of a chain. There's a bunch of guitars that are in process. Various states of either repair. These are either new finishes. Some of them are restorations, like the '68 Tele bass, '83 Explorer. No, '83 Flying V. That's an '83 Explorer. That one's getting gold sparkle for Matthew Nelson of the Nelson Brothers. It'll be this kind of goldy sparkle when it's done, but shiny. A green Rick back there. So this is all paint supplies, and we set these up to where we can we get these paints custom mixed for us, and then we can dispense straight out of the 5-gallon cans right into the spray guns through a filter, of course, but makes it neat and clean. There's various every cabinet's got its own thing. Some of them are pre-mixed colors. Some of them are just clears and solvents. Paint guns everywhere that need to be cleaned. All of my paint guns are in a mess right now. We got to clean them all. Moving into the back, this is my hideaway spot. So like a lot of times I just keep this door closed and nobody knows that I'm there. But I come back here. I don't know if you saw, there's TV monitors and computer monitors all over the place. We're all movie nerds here, so we'll be up here watching, stupid cheeseball 80s movies like Police Academy or, some goofy stuff like that. So while we're sanding and buffing, it kind of takes the monotony out of it. More sandpaper storage. Got these all over the shop with various grits. I want to thank the maker for Maker's Mark. What else is in here? Buffing and body storage once they're, sanded and buffed. I've got a couple of different buffers. Always looking for new ones. If you got any you want to sell, call me. Various bodies in here. You know, and again, these are, by the time they get here, they're either painted and buffed or waiting to be sanded and buffed. So, and that's pretty much it. Let's go back downstairs right quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. I'll see if I can get you a cool overhead view of the shop. So this is my favorite view of, oh dude, here we go. There you go. As best I can. There's the heat system. So, all right guys. Hey Anna, you want to say bye? All right, see you guys. Be safe.